The space around them was silent. Captain Maya Rice stood on the bridge of the Earth ship Horizon staring at the strange signal on her screen. It had been beeping for 3 hours now. "What do you think it is, Captain?" asked Officer Thomas, his young face showing both fear and excitement. Maya pushed her black hair away from her face. "I don't know, but someone needs help." The Horizon was a new exploration ship with a crew of 30 humans. They were mapping the edge of known space when they heard the signal. "It could be a trap," said Security Chief Vega, his hand never far from his weapon. "No one comes to this part of space." Maya nodded. "Maybe, but we can't ignore a call for help. Take us closer." Slowly. As they approached, they saw it, a small ship, damaged and drifting in space. Its design was unlike anything they had seen before. Strange lights flickered across its hull, like stars blinking in and out. "Scan it," Maya ordered. "Captain," said Science Officer Chen, his eyes wide. "There are life forms inside, but they're different. Not like any species we know." Maya made her decision. "Prepare the docking bay. I'll lead the welcome team." Inside their protective suits, Maya, Chen, and Vega entered the alien ship. The air was thick with strange smells, like flowers and metal mixed together. The walls glowed with soft blue light. They found them in the main chamber, 5 alien beings huddled together. They looked like tall, thin reptiles with smooth, glowing skin. Their large eyes were filled with fear. One of them stepped forward, its skin changing colors from blue to green. It raised a 6-fingered hand. "Help, please," it said in broken human language. "We are the last." Maya removed her helmet, ignoring Vega's protests. "I'm Captain Maya Rice of Earth. Who are you?" "We are Nixeri," the alien said, its voice melodic. "All hunt us. All want us dead." Just then, Chen's communication device beeped. A message from Galactic Central, the group of advanced alien civilizations that humans had only recently contacted. The message was clear. "Warning to all species. Avoid contact with the Forsaken NYXARI. They are dangerous. Report Sci-TNGs immediately." Maya looked at the frightened aliens, then at the message. Something didn't feel right. "Why do they hunt you?" she asked. The Nixeri's skin flickered with dark colors. "We know truth. They fear truth." Before Maya could ask more, the ship's alarms went off. A large vessel was approaching, not human, but from the Galactic Council. "Captain," Vega said urgently, "we need to leave now. The Council ship is armed." Maya looked at the Nixeri. They were trembling, their skin now pale with fear. In that moment, she made a choice that would change everything. "Bring them to our ship," she ordered. "All of them." "Captain," Vega protested. "The Council specifically said—" "I don't care what they said," Maya interrupted. "We don't abandon people who need help. That's not what humans do." As they rushed the Nixeri onto the Horizon Maya knew she might have just started something big. But watching the grateful aliens board her ship, she knew it was the right choice. Humans were new to the galaxy, but maybe they could teach the older civilizations something about compassion. Alarms blared through the Horizon as the ship raced away from the approaching Galactic Council vessel. The 5 Nixeri sat huddled in the medical bay, their skin glowing with nervous blue pulses. "Captain, the Council ship is sending messages. They're demanding we hand over the aliens," Communications Officer Park reported, her voice tense. Maya ignored the demand. "Maximum speed. Get us to the asteroid field. We can hide there." Dr. Elijah Chen watched the aliens with fascination. As the ship's xenobiologist, he had studied many species, but the Nixeri were different. Their bodies seemed to communicate through light and color. "Can you understand me better now?" he asked the tallest Nixery, who had introduced himself as Saren. Yes, Saren replied, his voice smoother now that he was using the translation device Chen had given him. Thank you for saving us when all others would destroy us. Chen sat across from Saren. Why does everyone want to harm you? What's the truth the council fears? The other crew members gathered around, curious despite their fear. Security Chief Vega stood at the door, still suspicious. Saren's skin darkened. My people were once healers to the galaxy. We can connect minds, feel others' pain, and help heal it. For thousands of years, we traveled between worlds, helping all species. Then what happened? Maya asked, joining them. We discovered a terrible secret. Saren's eyes grew sad. The Axoni, the most powerful species in the Council, they feed on the energy of developing worlds. Feed? Chen asked, confused. They place hidden machines on young worlds with new intelligent life. These machines slowly drain the psychic energy of those species, making them easier to control. This energy keeps the Axoni powerful and long-lived. The humans looked at each other in shock. When we discovered this, we tried to tell other species, Saren continued. But the Axoni are clever. They told everyone that we were the parasites, that our healing actually damages minds. They said we caused mental illness and death. And everyone believed them. Maya asked. The Axoni control the Council. Those who questioned them had their worlds sanctioned or attacked. Soon, all turned against us. Our homeworld was destroyed. Only a few of us escaped. Maya felt cold anger rising within her. How do we know you're telling the truth? Saren looked at Chen. There is a way. I can show you, but it requires a mental connection. Chen hesitated only a moment. I'll do it. Elijah, no, Maya protested. It's the only way to know, Chen insisted. With the crew watching nervously, Saren placed his long fingers gently on Chen's temples. Both closed their eyes. Chen gasped, his body stiffening. Colors rippled across Saren's skin, matching the human's heartbeat. After a long minute, they separated. Chen fell back, breathing hard, tears streaming from his eyes. What did you see? Maya asked, helping him sit up. Everything, Chen whispered. Their history, their knowledge. The Axoni ships harvesting energy from developing worlds. He's telling the truth. They're innocent. Just then, the ship shuddered violently. Captain, Officer Thomas shouted from the bridge. The Council ship found us. They're firing weapons. Maya looked at the frightened Nixery, then at her crew. She saw determination in their eyes, even in Vega's. Prepare for battle, she ordered. We're not giving them up. Humans had just entered the galactic stage, but they were already changing the rules. The Horizon shook as another blast hit its shields. Captain Maya gripped her command chair tightly. Shields at 40%, shouted Engineer Rodriguez. Can we jump to light speed? Maya asked. Not yet. Engines are still charging. Lieutenant Kai Novak, the ship's best pilot, took manual control. His hands moved quickly over the controls as he guided the ship through the asteroid field. His face showed pain. An old injury in his right shoulder bothered him whenever he was stressed. Hold on, everyone. Novak called out as he spun the ship between two massive asteroids. The pursuing Axoni warship was larger and more powerful, but also slower. It couldn't follow the same path. They're going around the field, Park reported. We have maybe 5 minutes. That's all I need, Novak said, his teeth clenched against the pain. He guided the ship deep into the asteroid field, finding a large hollow asteroid. In there, he pointed. That's crazy. Vega protested. We'll be trapped. Trust me, Novak insisted. Maya nodded. Do it. The Horizon slipped inside the giant rock, powering down to minimal systems. The crew held their breath as the Axoni ship passed by outside, scanning for them. They can't detect us through all this mineral content, Chen whispered, looking at his readings. We're safe for now. Maya turned to Engineer Rodriguez. How long until repairs are done? At least 12 hours, Captain. That last hit damaged the jump drive. Maya sighed. Then we have work to do. While Rodriguez's team worked on repairs, the rest of the crew got to know their 5 Nixery guests. Despite Vega's continued suspicion, the aliens proved helpful, using their knowledge to assist with the ship's systems. Novak sat alone in the mess hall, trying to eat despite the throbbing pain in his shoulder. The injury had never healed properly after a training accident 3 years ago. The youngest Nixery, a small female named Lyra, approached him cautiously. "You hurt," she said simply, her skin pulsing with gentle purple light. Novak shrugged. "Old injury, nothing to worry about." Lyra tilted her head. "I can help, if you allow." "How?" Novak asked, suspicious. "Our healing," she explained. "Not just minds. Bodies too." Chen, who had been watching, nodded encouragingly. "I've seen their abilities, Lieutenant. It's remarkable." After hesitating, Novak finally nodded. "Fine." Lyra placed her slender hands on his shoulder. Her skin glowed brighter, and warmth spread through Novak's arm. For the first time in years, the constant pain faded away. "How did you?" he began, moving his arm in disbelief. "We share energy," Lyra explained. "Balance is restored." Novak looked at her with new respect. "Thank you." Meanwhile, Maya received a message from Earth Command responding to her report about the Nixery situation. The message was cautious. "Captain Rice, maintain distance from this conflict while we assess diplomatic options. Do not engage Galactic Council forces directly. Return to Earth space if possible." Maya read the message twice, then looked through the viewing port at the Nixery, helping her crew with repairs. Saren was teaching Chen about their healing techniques. Lyra was now helping other crew members with minor injuries. These weren't dangerous parasites. They were refugees being hunted for trying to expose a terrible truth. Maya made her decision. They would not abandon the Nixery now. "Set course for Erebus Station," she told Novak once he returned to the bridge. "We need allies." "Erebus Station?" Vega asked, surprised. "That's a smuggler's haven, full of outcasts." "Exactly," Maya nodded. "People who don't answer to the Galactic Council." The hunt was just beginning, but now humans and Nixery would face it together. Erebus Station appeared in the distance like a giant metal spider. The space station was built inside and around a cluster of asteroids, with long docking arms extending outward. Lights of many colors blinked across its surface. "That's Erebus?" Officer Thomas asked, staring at the view screen. "It's huge. Home to over 10,000 beings from 30 different species," Chen explained. "None of them welcome in Council space." Captain Maya led the approach. "Hail the station." "Park." A gruff voice answered. "Unidentified vessel. State your business or be shot down." "This is Captain Maya Rise of the Earth ship Horizon *. We seek sanctuary and supplies." There was a pause. Then, "Earth. You humans are Council allies. Why come here?" Maya glanced at the Nixery standing quietly behind her. "We have passengers the Council wants dead. We chose differently." Another long silence followed. Finally, "Dock at Arm 7. Any tricks, and we'll blow your ship apart." The Horizon docked carefully. Maya selected the small team. Herself, Chen, Novak, and Saren, to leave the ship first. 4 armed guards met them at the airlock. Their leader was a surprise, a human man with gray hair and a scared face. "Another Earth ship," he said, looking them over. "Didn't expect to see my own kind bringing trouble to my doorstep." "You're human?" Maya asked in surprise. The man laughed. "Name's Talon. Left Earth 20 years ago. Found more interesting company out here." He nodded toward Saren. including a few Nixuri, before the council hunted them down. You know about the Nixuri? Chen asked. Everyone here knows the truth about the council, Talon said bitterly. That's why we live outside their control. He studied Maya. Question is, what do you plan to do now that you know? Maya stood straight. Help them. Expose the truth. Talon smiled for the first time. Bold. Stupid, maybe, but bold. Come with me. He led them through the station. It was crowded with aliens of many shapes and sizes. Some looked almost human, others like nothing they had ever seen. The air smelled of strange foods and mechanical oil. They entered a large round room where 7 beings sat around a table. Each looked completely different from the others. The station's leadership council, Talon explained. Each represents a different group here. A tall, insect-like alien stood. I am Ziktor. We have helped Nixuray refugees before, but always in secret. The council is too powerful to challenge openly. Maybe that's the problem, Maya said. Everyone's too afraid to stand up to them. Saren stepped forward, his skin glowing softly. For too long, my people have run and hidden. Many of us died. Perhaps it is time for a different path. Maya looked at the council members. Earth is new to galactic politics. We don't have the same fears or obligations as other species. What if we officially recognize the Nixuri as a sovereign people under Earth's protection? The room erupted in shocked voices. Challenge the council directly. A floating, jellyfish-like alien bubbled. Impossible. The Axoni would never allow it. Another growled. They couldn't stop us without starting a war, Maya pointed out. Are they willing to do that? Talon looked at Maya with new respect. You really are serious about this. Humans are stubborn that way, Maya said. We don't like bullies, no matter how powerful they are. For the first time since their rescue, the Nixuri's skin glowed with a new color, bright gold, the color of hope. Back on Earth, leaders argued loudly in the Global Council chamber. The room was filled with important people from all countries, watching the recordings Captain Maya had sent home. This is not our fight, shouted one official, pounding his fist on the table. We are new to space travel. We cannot challenge the Galactic Council. But what the Axoni are doing is wrong, argued another woman. If we stay silent, we are no better than them. Admiral Helena Ortega stood calmly amid the chaos. She was Earth's official representative to the Galactic Council, a position she had held for only 2 years. Her gray uniform was decorated with medals from her long military service. We must think carefully, she said, her voice cutting through the noise. The Axoni are powerful, yes, but there are more species in the galaxy than just them. Many might secretly support the Nixuri, but are too afraid to speak up. The debate continued for days. Meanwhile, Captain Maya waited anxiously at Erebus Station with her crew and the Nixuray refugees. Then something unexpected happened. Chen had been helping Saren record his memories of Axoni attacks on Nixuray settlements. These recordings, showing peaceful Nixuray being hunted and killed, somehow leaked to Earth's public networks. Millions of humans watched in horror. The sight of gentle healers being slaughtered by Axoni warships sparked outrage across Earth and its colonies. People gathered in streets with signs. Pro-T-K-T-V-E-N-Y-X-A-R-A. And humans stand before justice. The Global Council could no longer ignore public opinion. They'd made their decision. On the bridge of the Horizon Asterisk, Maya received the message from Admiral Ortega herself. Captain Reyes, the Admiral's face was serious on the screen. The Global Council has decided. I am to deliver Earth's official declaration to the Galactic Council tomorrow. Earth recognizes the Nixuri as a sovereign people and extends full protection to all Nixuri seeking asylum. Maya felt both pride and fear. They know this means confrontation with the Axoni. They do, Ortega nodded. Earth will not begin our journey among the stars by ignoring injustice. The first human fleet is already preparing to move to your location. When Maya shared the news, the Nixery's skin glowed brighter than ever before. "No species has ever stood for us this way," Saren said, his voice trembling. "Why would humans risk so much for those they barely know?" "It's what we do," Novak said simply, now comfortable around the aliens. "At least, it's what we try to do. Stand up for what's right." At Erebus Station, word of Earth's declaration spread quickly. Some residents began preparing to leave, fearing Axoni retaliation. Others offered to join the humans in defending the Nixery. Talon found Maya at a viewing port, watching stars in the distance. "You've started something big," he said. "The Axoni won't let this pass." "I know," Maya answered, "but sometimes you have to take a stand, even when it's dangerous." "Some of the other species are impressed," Talon admitted. "A few council representatives have secretly contacted Earth, saying they've been forced to support the anti-Nixery campaigns." Maya smiled. "Then maybe we're not as alone as we thought." That night, as the station slept, the first alarm sounded. The Axoni had arrived, and they had come with a fleet. Red emergency lights flashed throughout Erebus Station. The sounds of running feet and shouting filled the corridors. "Axoni fleet approaching. 5 warships," announced the station's warning system. Captain Maya raced to the Horizon *, gathering her crew. "Prepare for immediate launch," she ordered. "We need to defend the station." Talon and a group of station fighters joined them on the bridge. "This is madness," he said, checking his weapons. "We're outnumbered. Earth fleet is still 2 days away," Communications Officer Park reported grimly. The first explosions rocked the station before they could finish preparations. The Axoni weren't waiting to attack. "Station shields at 70%. Someone shouted over the communication system. "We need to evacuate the civilians," Maya decided quickly, "including the Nixery." "Evacuate to where?" Chen asked. "The mining outpost on the far side of the asteroid field," Talon suggested. "It's small, but hidden." While the station's few defense ships engaged the Axoni, the Horizon *, and 3 other vessels began loading civilians. Thousands of beings, families with children of different species, crowded the docking bays in panic. Maya watched in horror as an Axoni blast destroyed one of the station's outer arms. "We're running out of time." Saren approached Maya with an unexpected suggestion. "We can help coordinate the defense," he offered, "through a psychic network." "What do you mean?" Maya asked. "Dr. Chen has learned how to connect with our minds. Together, we could link all defending ships, sharing information instantly." Maya hesitated only briefly. "Do it." In the medical bay, Chen and Saren established the network. The 5 Nixery joined hands around Chen, their skin glowing with intense blue light. One by one, the captains of the defending ships reported a strange sensation. They could feel each other's presence, know each other's positions without using communications. "It's working," Chen exclaimed, his eyes closed in concentration. "The network is stable." With their ships now perfectly coordinated, the defenders managed to hold off the much larger Axoni vessels. Lieutenant Novak, flying a small fighter ship, led a daring counterattack. "I've got an idea," he told Maya through the psychic link. "The mining explosives in Storage Bay 3. We can use them." Understanding his plan instantly through the link, Maya approved. Novak and his team loaded the explosives onto unmanned drones and launched them into the asteroid field. When detonated, they created a chain reaction, a cascade of asteroid collisions that damaged 2 Axoni warships. "It worked," cheered Novak. But victory was short-lived. A massive blast tore through the central hub of Erebus Station. Systems began failing throughout the structure. "The station can't hold," Talon warned. "We need to complete evacuation now." Working desperately, they loaded the last civilians onto ships. The Horizon * took on more than twice its normal capacity, with people crowded into every available space. The Nixery helped keep order, their calming presence soothing the frightened refugees. As they finally pulled away from the dying station, a new message arrived from Earth. Captain Reyes, Admiral Ortega's voice came through clearly. The first Earth fleet has increased speed. We'll rendezvous with you in 12 hours. Hold on. Looking back at Erebus Station, now breaking apart under Axoni fire, Maya felt both sadness and determination. We'll hold on, she promised. But humanity has officially entered the war. The Earth fleet arrived exactly as promised. 20 warships led by Admiral Ortega's flagship, the Defender *. They formed a protective circle around the refugee ships escaping from the destroyed Erebus Station. Captain Maya stood with Admiral Ortega on the Defender's bridge, watching tactical displays. The Axoni have retreated for now, Ortega said, her stern face showing concern. But they'll be back with more ships. Then we need more allies, Maya replied. The Nixari have told me about worlds where people secretly sympathize with them. Ortega nodded thoughtfully. A diplomatic mission. While we prepare our defenses, can the Nixari help convince these potential allies? They can do more than talk, Maya smiled. They can prove their healing abilities in person. 2 days later, the Horizon now repaired, departed with a special team. Captain Maya, Dr. Chen, Saren, and 2 other Nixari. Their mission was to visit worlds whose representatives had secretly expressed doubts about the Axoni's claims. Their first stop was the ocean world of Aquari, home to a species of intelligent amphibians. The Aquari leaders greeted them with caution. We risk much by simply meeting with you, said Chief Swimmer Kelp, his webbed fingers nervously tapping the table. The Axoni watch us closely. Saren stepped forward. You have suffered greatly from water pollution caused by Axoni mining ships. We can help. The Nixari demonstrated their healing abilities, first on sick Aquari children, then on damaged coral reefs. The Aquari were amazed to see their dying reefs begin to glow with new life. The Axoni told us the Nixari bring only death, Chief Kelp said in wonder. We see now they lied. By the time the Horizon left, the Aquari had promised 5 ships to join the human-led coalition. On the planet Keldar, home to the technologically advanced Keldari, they faced more skepticism. The Keldari were tall beings with metallic skin and 4 arms, known for their advanced technology. We have respected Axomani leadership for centuries, said High Engineer Vox. Why should we question them now? Before Maya could answer, alarms sounded throughout the Keldari capital city. Reports came in of an explosion at a public gathering. Hundreds were injured. Axoni agents, Saren whispered to Maya. They're trying to stop us. Without hesitation, the Nixari offered to help the injured. In the city's medical center, they worked tirelessly, healing wounds that would have taken months to recover from. The Keldari watched in amazement. High Engineer Vox stood silent as a young Keldari child, badly burned in the explosion, was healed completely by Lyra's gentle touch. All my life, I believed the Nixari were dangerous, Vox said quietly. The Axoni told us your touch brought madness and death. He touched the healed child's face. They lied to us. All these years they lied. When angry reports about the terrorist attack spread, indicating Axoni involvement, the Keldari made their decision. Our fleet is yours, Vox told Maya. 20 warships with our best technology. As they prepared to leave Keldar, Saren took Maya aside. There is something I must tell you, he said, his skin glowing with blue patterns. Our homeworld, it still exists. But you said it was destroyed, Maya replied in surprise. We let everyone believe that, but it is hidden, protected by a special nebula. If we could reach it, we might find more of our people and ancient technology that could help us defeat the Axoni. Maya's eyes widened. Then that's our next destination. Hope was spreading across the galaxy, one world at a time. The Horizon floated at the edge of a strange purple nebula. The cloud of gas and dust glowed with unusual colors, shifting and swirling like a living thing. Sensors can't penetrate it, Officer Thomas reported, looking confused at his readings. It's like it's alive somehow. The Horizon Asterisk had been upgraded with Keldari technology. Its hull now gleamed with a silver coating that strengthened its shields, but even these advanced sensors couldn't see through the nebula. That's why it has protected our homeworld for so long, Saren explained. The nebula blocks all scanning technology. Lieutenant Novak studied the swirling clouds. How do we navigate through it? I will guide you, Saren said. Our people can sense the safe paths. Maya looked at her crew. This will be dangerous. The Axoni fleet is searching for us, and we'll be flying blind. Not completely blind, Chen added, touching the neural link device now attached to his temple. With the link, Saren can guide Novak directly. The ship entered the nebula cautiously. Purple and blue clouds surrounded them, sometimes so thick that they couldn't see anything through the viewing ports. Strange energy patterns made the ship's systems flicker. Through their neural link, Saren guided Novak's hands on the controls. The lieutenant's face was tight with concentration as he felt the alien's thoughts directing his movements. Turn left. Now right. Descend slowly, Saren instructed without speaking, his mind connected directly to Novak's. After 3 tense hours of careful navigation, the clouds suddenly parted. Before them lay a planet with blue oceans and green landmasses, looking peaceful and untouched. Envarax, Saren whispered, his voice filled with emotion. Our home. As they approached, they detected structures on the surface, cities built in harmony with the natural environment. And there were life signs, thousands of them. Your people survived, Maya exclaimed. A small colony. Saren nodded. Those who stayed to protect our most sacred place, the Nexus Temple. They landed in a clearing near one of the cities. Nixari gathered to meet them, their skin glowing with surprise and joy at seeing their lost brothers and sisters. An elderly Nixari with almost white skin approached them. I am Elder Valen. We have waited long for your return. Saren explained everything that had happened, from their rescue by humans to the growing alliance against the Axoni. Elder Valen listened with increasing hope. Then it is time to show you the Nexus Temple, Valen decided. It may be our greatest weapon against the Axoni. The temple was built inside a mountain, its entrance decorated with glowing crystals. Inside, a massive chamber held a structure like a tree made of crystal and light, reaching toward the high ceiling. This is the Nexus, Elder Valen explained. It can amplify our psychic abilities across the entire galaxy. With it, we could broadcast the truth about the Axoni to every world at once. But as they approached the Nexus, a barrier of energy stopped them. What's happening? Maya asked. The Guardian System, Valen said with concern. It doesn't recognize these Nixari as genuine. It thinks they might be genetically modified decoys created by enemies. How do we prove they're real? Chen asked. A mind-melding ritual, deep and dangerous. Saren and Dr. Chen must join minds completely with the Nexus to prove their authenticity. Before they could discuss this further, alarms sounded from the Horizon Asterisk. Captain, Park's voice came through Maya's communicator. Axoni ships, they found us. The battle for the Nixari homeworld had begun. How many Axoni ships? Maya demanded, running back toward the Horizon Asterisk with Chen and Saren. 5 warships have entered the nebula, Park reported. More are following. They must have tracked our path somehow. Maya turned to Elder Valen. How long would the mind-melding ritual take? At least 1 hour, Valen answered, his pale skin flickering with worry. But without it, we cannot use the Nexus. Then we need to buy that time, Maya decided. She activated her communicator. This is Captain Reyes. All crew to battle stations. Contact our allies. We need reinforcements immediately. Lieutenant Novik took command of the ship's weapons while Maya coordinated with the small fleet of Nixari vessels that had been hidden on the planet. Talon, who had joined them after Erebus Station, organized ground defenses. The nebula slows their approach, Novik reported. We have maybe 30 minutes before they reach the planet. In the Nexus Temple, Chen and Saren prepared for the ritual. They sat cross-legged before the crystal tree, surrounded by Nixaray elders. This will be dangerous, Saren warned Chen. Our minds will merge completely with the Nexus if something goes wrong. Chen nodded. I understand the risk, but I trust you. The elders began chanting, their skin glowing in rhythmic patterns. Chen and Saren joined hands, their foreheads touching. The crystal tree pulsed with increasing light. Outside, the first Axoni ships emerged from the nebula. They were massive black vessels shaped like sharp blades, their weapons already firing. Defensive positions, Maya ordered. The Asterisk Horizon Asterisk and the Nixari ships formed a protective line around the planet. The battle was fierce. The Axoni had superior numbers and firepower, but the defenders had determination and the advantage of knowing the nebula's effects on ship systems. In orbit, Novik executed a daring maneuver, using the nebula's energy patterns to overload an Axoni ship's shields. Got one, he shouted as the enemy vessel drifted powerless. But more Axoni ships kept coming. The planetary defenses were being overwhelmed. We can't hold them much longer, Talon reported from the ground, where he was coordinating the evacuation of Nixari civilians to underground shelters. In the temple, Chen and Saren had entered a deep trance. Their bodies glowed with the same light as the crystal tree. The Nexus was testing them, searching their memories, verifying Saren's identity. Suddenly, the barrier around the Nexus vanished. The crystal tree blazed with blinding light. It's working, Elder Valen exclaimed. The Guardian recognizes them. Chen and Saren, still in their trance, began channeling energy into the Nexus. Their shared consciousness spread through the crystal, amplifying their thoughts. The temple hummed with power. On the battlefield, Maya saw the mountain containing the temple begin to glow. Beams of light shot upward into space. What's happening? She asked. The truth broadcast. Valen's voice came through her communicator. It has begun. Across the galaxy, on thousands of worlds, beings of all species suddenly received the vision. The complete history of the Nixari, the Axoni's energy harvesting of developing worlds, the lies spread to hide their crimes. The broadcast bypassed all communication systems, reaching directly into minds. On the Axoni command ship, Supreme Commander Draz saw his crew clutching their heads as the truth invaded their thoughts. Stop them, he roared. Destroy that planet now. But it was too late. The truth was spreading, and nothing could stop it. The truth broadcast lasted for 3 hours, reaching every corner of the galaxy. When it ended, Chen and Saren collapsed, exhausted but alive. The crystal tree continued to glow softly, its work complete. In space, the battle had taken a strange turn. Many Axoni ships had stopped fighting. Their crews, after seeing the truth, refused to follow orders. Some even turned their weapons against Supreme Commander Draz's flagship. What's happening out there? Maya asked, watching the confused enemy fleet. They're fighting each other, Novik reported with amazement. The broadcast worked. The Axoni are divided. Messages flooded in from across the galaxy. Dozens of worlds were withdrawing from the Galactic Council, denouncing the Axoni leadership. Species that had once hunted the Nixari now offered peace and apologies. Supreme Commander Draz, seeing his power crumbling, made one final desperate move. All loyal ships, set course for Earth, he commanded. If we cannot win here, we will make the humans pay. But when the remaining Axoni warships reached Earth 3 days later, they found not just human defenses waiting for them. Ships from 30 different species formed a protective wall around the planet. Former enemies now standing together. Admiral Ortega's voice transmitted to all ships. Commander Draz, your crimes are known to the galaxy. Surrender now. The Axoni fleet, already damaged and with many crew members now refusing to fight, had no choice but to surrender. 5 years passed. Captain Maya Rice, now Admiral Rice, stood on the observation deck of the New Earth diplomatic vessel Unity *. She watched as ships from 100 worlds arrived at Envarax for the 5th anniversary of what many now called the Liberation. The Nixari homeworld had become a center for healing and cooperation between species. The old Galactic Council was gone, replaced by the new Galactic Concordat, with humans and Nixari playing central roles in its leadership. Dr. Chen approached, accompanied by Siren. Their years of working together had made them inseparable friends. Together they had established an academy where humans and Nixari trained side by side, combining human creativity with Nixari empathic abilities. 5 years, Chen said, smiling at Maya. Hard to believe how much has changed. The Axoni energy harvesting stations have all been dismantled. Siren added, young civilizations can now develop naturally. Maya nodded, and the former Axoni worlds are finally free from their corrupt leaders. Lyra, now fully grown, joined them. The last group of mental trauma victims has been healed, she reported. Even those most damaged by Axoni control are recovering. Suddenly, a young lieutenant hurried over to Maya. Admiral, we've received a strange signal from beyond the galaxy's edge, he reported. Unknown beings sending a distress call. They say they're fleeing from persecution. Without hesitation, Maya turned to her companions. Prepare the Unity * for immediate departure. Another rescue mission? Chen asked with a knowing smile. Maya looked out at the stars. That's what we do, isn't it? When humans first met the Nixari, we chose to defend them when all other civilizations forsook them. That choice changed the galaxy for the better. As the Unity * prepared to investigate the mysterious signal, Maya reflected on humanity's journey among the stars. Their greatest strength had never been their technology or weapons. It was their willingness to stand up for those that everyone else had abandoned. And that was a lesson the entire galaxy had now learned.